The thought of the necromancer, since it looks spooky, while I
Sure.
send everyone the link.
Well, I'll put the yank on. The hell's that? Yeah. If it's meant to be, it'll meant to be. Did you hear that?
And then two got thrown there. What is going on?
Did you hear a piano piece there?
Yeah.
Did you hear the piano there, Tony? Piano note just went down.
Did it?
What the hell?
It's great. This is great. It's great. It's great. Where's that little girl?
There's too much in here already, isn't there?
Where's the little girl? No, you're here somewhere. Come on. I've put him on a chair just here. It's you, bless you. That was, no, that was me, that was me.
No, but the door's shut.
What? What?
Did you hear that?
I think it was Alan on the table.
I bumped into a table.
Was the door shut on the
No, it was me.
This is crazy.
But we've heard things moving across the floor.
We haven't saw it yet.
No, I know. Are we live?
We are.
By any chance?
Oh my God.
Whoa. Hi everybody, Alan Robson, Kenny, Hollywood McShane behind the camera. We are in an amazing place. We're in an area of Newcastle known as the battlefield. I'll explain what all that's about later because it's far more complicated than you'd ever imagine. Yeah. We're in a place called Shieldfield. Shieldfield means shelter, and this is where knights would come to an area of the forest that was open, because this was all forest, and I know it goes across Biker Bridge. Used to just be countryside as far as the eye can see. Used to have to go down in the valley and then up the hill. There was no bridge. However, even the bridge is haunted. We got all kinds of stories attached to this place. Now, since we got in, we've had a lot of our traps already going off. We've heard piano keys being played.
The ball on the stage went off, ball on the piano went off, ball next to Ted went off, noises, bangs, and when you started, I've got all on here though, I've got on my camera.
The place that we're in the St. Vincent Centre, here, just at the edge of Biker Bridge. I played gigs here when it was St. Dominic's. Yeah, St. Dominic's is still next door on both sides, really. Now, it's that balcony there that we've got to watch for. The balcony up top, because that is where the monk is said to be seen. So he's said to walk across, and
there was a noise here, just here.
I heard it over here.
What's that? There.
It's the bottom of a
Sounded like that, didn't it?
a little biscuit. You know those icy biscuits you used to get when you were kids?
Yeah.
It's one of them.
But they do such good work here as well, don't they?
No, absolutely.
They do brilliant stuff here.
We've got a whole list of things that they would love to invite you to. I shall tell you more about all of that a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But can you hear that? What the hell's that? You hear that, Tony? Just a growling.
And then stop. This is crazy. Well, we went to the room yet.
No, we haven't touched anything. We've just got here. And there's stuff happening in all directions. Hang on, I better turn everything off, save a battery or three.
This is crazy.
The stories of this place are incredible. Going back into the day, the story of this place is amazing. I'll tell you a bit about St. Vincent and St. Dominic a little bit later on because they've got cool stories. But this whole area that we're in, there was an ancient chapel here, believed to be from the 700s, 800s, 900s, Saxon chapel. And a little bit later on, King John arrived. He became king, and due to pressure put on him by the nobles of the north, he was forced to sign the Magna Carta. Now, because he signed the Magna Carta, he gave churches a lot more power because he was eminently religious. And he decided, as a thank you for being allowed to stay king, because he could have got kicked out, what they did was they decided to go on the 5th Crusade. Now, the Crusades took 1.7 million lives, and they were all mostly men, women, and children in towns and cities that the Christian knights just invaded. It was a horrific thing. And the church that was on this spot back then was one of those used in the marching and the marshalling, rather, of the forces of Jesus Christ and the Holy Knights. And they went off and murdered everybody willy-nilly. Excuse me. So that's the beginnings of this place. 1.7 million deaths, ultimately, across the Crusades. And this was one of the centerpieces where knights were gathered to be sent, the northern knights, sent off. But what have they seen here? Well, across that balcony, they see a monk during the day and during the night. He's often cropping up one way or another. They've heard a little girl who giggles here, and I'd love to hear her giggle today. All of the gadgets that we placed were firing. Hopefully you've got them on camera.
As soon as it came in there, every one of them went up.
Absolutely.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I mean, even the one on the stage, like, we walked here.
So we're going to be setting traps to the left and the right. I've got a lot of stories to tell you. But I think, Kenny, the first thing that you should do, take a walk upstairs, and I know some of it will be light and some of it won't, but you've got the night vision camera on, go into all the cubby holes, but take the torch with you, because I don't want you falling down those stairs. And maybe the first place you go is the cellar. Now, the cellar's along here, but we can't take the mainstream camera down because...
That's down there, isn't it?
Yeah,
We
come
might
on,
be
let's
able
go.
to. We can give it a go.
Come on, then, let's have a try. Because this cellar here has been haunted for 400 years. When it was a plague hospital, downstairs, and it's just a relatively small room, was the mortuary where they would carry all of the dead bodies. So, downstairs, there's people about.
I heard footsteps there.
There's a guy on the stairs.
But is there not supposed to be no one in?
Yes.
There's no one here.
No, there's a guy who just walked up the stairs.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard footsteps.
Yeah. So anyway, coming down,
That guy's in the office, so he hasn't come out.
No, he hasn't. Jesus.
unless I'm freaking here.
I heard
We heard that.
footsteps
the door
clear
was
as
shut
day.
there.
Right,
The door shut there,
I heard it.
and there was footsteps.
And a voice. But the mortuary, watch your step. The mortuary is downstairs. They used to keep bodies here during the plague years, and the plague story is particularly nasty. So let's see if we can get down as far as we can. There's cubby holes in all directions here, so. As I said, there's little places. Ow! So this room here, if you take away all of the modern devices and clear it all out, here and where they've put all of the heating systems and what have you for the building in here, if you clean all of this out and you imagine it just with sacks with dead bodies in it, essentially is what would be here.
I'll just hear a pigeon.
Now, don't tell me that.
Honest to God.
Now, Kelly's just heard a pigeon. Have I mentioned pigeon to you at all today?
No. Why?
They used pigeons.
There? Jesus! There? They use pigeons for what?
They used pigeons to treat plague victims. And I'll explain how, because
There's a pigeon.
it's absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely
There's a pigeon there.
unbelievable.
I just heard it flapping. Where is it?
Oh,
I
God.
heard the
Oh,
pigeon
Me.
in there.
But this is where bodies would have been placed in sacks, just essentially to...
Where's these noises about coming from?
I just heard it like a pottery noise.
There's a pigeon here somewhere.
Right. Let's just for a second
Calm.
explain. That might have been me.
Okay.
Maybe. I cannot replicate it, but it might. Anyway, the during the plague years, we're talking 1697, the plague went through all of England. Part of it started in Newcastle upon Tyne. A ship came in and there was a dead body, a plague-ridden body, in the grain that they used for ballast in the bottom of the ship. So there was a guy's body in there, and it's just spread all over the place. One person called Andrew Hodgson left the ship, not knowing that it was plague-ridden, and he travelled to Penrith in Cumbria. And in Penrith, if you look around the graveyard, because about 70% of Penrith died because of him. If you look in the graveyard there, you see written on graves P, meaning plague death, or F, fell. Fell meant after the plague left, they were so badly damaged they still died. So you'll see P and you'll see F on half the graves there. However, here in the center of the floor, so presumably under this, there's like a concrete
Slab.
slab.
Back.
Underneath that slab, right in the middle, before the slab was put there, there was a hole in the floor, a circular hole, where they would try and drain the pus off people. And the pus, there was so many, if you imagine you had 20 bubo sores on you, and some of the priests here actually sucked the poison out. Spiders heaven.
There's definitely a pigeon there.
So anyway, getting the pigeons. So there was this central hole, and they would suck and then spit and try and get all of the nasty black pus down this hole. So obviously the vast majority of people who contracted the plague ended up dying. Now, when you research things like this, you find the strangest things. You mentioned pigeon, and I instantly went, what?
What? Yeah.
When I was researching the plague, and you can all check this up because it's written, it's carved, it's etched in historical fact, they used wing feathers of pigeons to pop the buboes and burst them. Now, once it was burst and you got the bulk of the pus out and the sore was flattened, maybe a priest had sucked on it and spat it down the hole here, then if you survived, you were taken back upstairs. If you went into rigours and it was obvious that you were not going to survive the day, they cut open the breast of a living pigeon, and while its heart was still beating, they would put the insides of the pigeon pushed up against the bubo, and it was said that that was the best chance they had of surviving. There is no scientific information that says that any of that could possibly be true. However, that's what they did. So when you said pigeon,
Seriously?
because they used them here, right here.
There's a pigeon. There's a pigeon. Look at all the feathers. You can't.
I saw some on the floor.
There's feathers there. There's a pigeon here. It was flapping about. I heard it.
There's feathers all over the floor.
Exactly. There's a pigeon. Oh God, look at them spiders, man.
Yeah, this place is crawling.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, all the way up. Look at that.
Oh, good gracious. Yeah, they're everywhere.
But there's a pigeon. Look at this. Look at these ones.
Yeah, they're on the floor too.
Spiders everywhere, all the way up. Oh, look, there's a pigeon in there. Ah! What the?
What was that?
I
It's a
don't know.
Spider.
Oh, nah. Something went in my eye.
What?
Blah!
Could it be the feathers?
It was oh, bit on my head. Get off. What the hell, man?
At some point we should. Oh, I tell you what we should maybe do.
Definitely a pigeon in there.
While we're down here. Talk to us. Talk to us. Just feels like there's stuff in here though.
Oh, there's definitely stuff in here. You're going to see the orbs and that as well.
Really?
Look at them spiders, webs, man. Look at them. Brilliant.
Cheapest.
You smell it if you go there.
I know there's rats traps down here, so there's obviously critters and stuff. Whoa,
I know.
get shivery down here. Don't know what's going on. You could understand. You could understand it though, can't you?
Oh, totally. When you think what happened down here.
That's just swear words kicking.
I don't know what you said there.
I'm not going to repeat it. Let's head out if we can, Tony. Are you staying on?
Yeah?
Come on, Ken. Anyone here connected to the plague? The plague. 1697. Well, it is Dom, isn't it?
I'll try the SLS here.
Yeah, you must. If there's anything here, make yourself known. We'd love to hear from you. We haven't scratched the surface here yet, but we'd love to hear from you. Now, here's the thing. I've just got up here, right? Yeah. That's my rods that I left on top of the box.
Definitely was on top of there.
And they were on the floor.
They were definitely on top of there. That is weird. That is weird. They were definitely on top of there.
They were on top, I know. I'm going to put this little packet there as well. See where it ends up.
Isn't it mad how we come in here, everyone's going crazy.
And then as soon as we start.
It stops. All of them went off since, yeah, all three were going off. It's like as if, yeah, we come to play, we've played, oh, we're not playing the old game anymore.
A couple of stick figures around here.
Is that?
One just popped up in the mirror there.
In the mirror?
What?
That was over there.
Top corner by the stage. Come on, set some of these things off. Where are they? Oh, one there. There's one over here, I think.
Hang on, let's just recap a minute. We all heard the footsteps up downstairs in the door.
Yeah. I thought I saw a bloke going up the stairs.
You saw someone?
I saw a bloke going up the
We
stairs.
should probably go investigate that. Oh, someone should.
There's no one else in here. There's no one in the garden. And your foot there, the jump and your foot. Don't know where you're getting.
Kenny, it's you, man. Up the stairs.
We all heard the footsteps and the door.
Yeah, go for it. Come on. If there's anything here, this is where the monk is said to walk. Now, there are monks actually living in the in the building next door. So could it have been that the ghost, or the thing they presumed to be a ghost, was in fact one of the real monks? I mean, it's possible, because it's up here. Up here now, there's just a carrying trolley, a couple of chairs. Did you hear whistling there? Did you hear whistling?
It's like a scream, not a whistle.
High pitched though.
Yeah.
Come on. Make some noise. If there's anything here. Oh, did you hear that?
I definitely heard that. Could be Kenny, but...
Not down there, you can't. It's just moved onto the floor. Do you see the floor?
Oh, what is it?
Like a piece of paper or something.
Oh, that. Has that moved like?
Yeah, it was on the table. There was nothing on the floor. They've tidied up for us here. If there's anything here.
It was like heels, that. Someone walking in heels.
With heels, I know. Got it.
There's definitely no one supposed to be in here.
Just heard a woman's voice. Come on. If there's anyone here. It's actually lighter through here because it's still...
What's that? Is that a different room?
Yeah, it's just, it takes you down to the main stairs, but that's lit. But we can still go past it to the next area if you want. Let's do it.
I can hear things down there. Is that Kenny come?
Coming.
We heard heels before, or something.
We heard heels in a high-pitched voice, Kenny's what we got. And a piece of paper floated off the table there onto the floor.
Right.
What have you got?
Well, you had to do this because I'm trying to make sense of this. We all heard someone walking up those stairs.
Yeah.
You saw someone with.
I thought it was a real
You
person.
heard the door shut, didn't you?
Yes.
We did. We all heard that.
You all heard that. Right, come on in. This is crazy. This is crazy. Work this one out.
Uh-huh.
So this is the only wheel, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been this bit. I presume
No,
so.
it's the way the guy took us.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right. Just so I'm not going crazy.
Just to keep the dark
Could
in.
it be in this one, right? Locked. Yeah.
Locked.
Locked. Could it be in this door?
Locked.
That one's painted shut, this one.
Say again?
That one's painted shut.
Right. So the person who walked up here,
Thank God.
What the hell was that?
the person who walked up here, where have they gone? Locked. Locked.
What the hell?
This is a little storage cupboard.
That's ridiculous.
We all heard that. I think even the scream heard that.
So, where have they gone?
I saw somebody up the stairs.
And we all heard the footsteps.
Can I just say that I thought maybe somebody got in? Is that open?
It's a cupboard. Look. It's a cupboard. It's a storage cupboard.
What I saw, and I presumed it to be a member of staff or something, he was wearing a white 1950s style
Why would there be?
t-shirt. Well, some people are old-fashioned.
Yeah.
He'd had hoops, 2 stripes around the top. I was talking about the mortuary. I remember I came around the corner, I heard a voice, and I saw this figure walking upstairs, baggy Oxford bag kind of trousers, but people wear baggy pants.
But we all heard the footsteps. You saw it,
And the bang.
and we heard the door shut. All the doors are locked.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
They're locked.
And there's no light on in there either.
All locked.
That's ridiculous.
Work that one out.
We would have had people come down the stairs when we're in the cellar.
No one had to come back downstairs again because there's no way out here.
No, the way out was they'd have to come down, they'd have to walk past us.
There's no one here.
They'd have to walk past us as well.
Crazy that. Because that was clear as day.
Well, yeah, the footstep, we thought was someone.
And that one, Stephen, it sounded like it was more up, didn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. So freaky.
That door was open before.
Oh, Alan shut it.
I closed it.
Oh, right. God, right. So we all heard it. That's the only way up. There's no way out anywhere. Work that one out.
If you can.
Isn't it madness? It's just.
Come on. Got a new place. Do something there.
That one on the stage.
Yeah, I'm just moving them around because they picked up energy straight away. So let's move them a bit and see. I know, so I'm going to just move them just a little. Yeah. I'm going to put Ted on the piano.
This is just madness. There's no way they could go anywhere. You must have thought it was a person.
I saw a person. 100%. Oh,
Could have been the monk.
not dressed like that. Ah.
This is crazy.
Not the balcony, but just around. How the ball's going off.
This one's Kenny. Oh, look. This one's dead.
You switched the little button.
Oh, there it is.
I'll take it. Honestly, they've got to really touch them or pass it to set them off.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't just set them off accidentally. No. This is just crazy. I am sweating.
Yeah, me too. It's warm in
It
here.
was freezing there before. That is just, I don't get where we could do it.
Now, we've still got a whole batch of rooms to do that we haven't done. If there's anybody here. No. Talk to us. Make something move here. Got a huge space. There's lots of things in here. Come on. There's supposed to be another ghost here as well. And her name's Sally Pooley. Sally Pooley was a woman that worked for the monks, cleaning the place when this was part of the overall monks' residence. And one day she just didn't come home. She came out to clean the place. The place was cleaned. She said goodbye to the monks, and she was never seen again. And the story was that she was having an affair with a man who was the custodian of this building. Now, this is 1823. His name was Wilson. Oh, that's a thought. Let's see if Wilson appears. Hang on. Can't get the speaker on. There it is. Wilson! Wilson? Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you kill Sally Pooley? She said yes.
Yeah.
She said yes. Sally Pooley was never seen again alive. However, 4 days later, now, what's the name of the pub across the road here?
Tanner's Arms?
It is the Tanner's Arms. And, oh, and to be honest, this whole area had tanning businesses where they would take the flesh of cattle, sheep, pigs, and they'd make use of their skins. They would sell the meat to local butchers, and what was left was usually like skull, skeleton, hooves. They'd pile them in a big bin full of animal body parts, and they found Sally Pooley's dead body, strangled and raped, in with all of that, the animal body parts, outside what is now the Tanner's Arms, and the restaurant is called the Scranner's Arms, which I think is brilliant. But found literally just over the road from here. So everybody believed it was Wilson. He's just admitted it. Why did you kill her? I know you were married, you scumbag. Was she going to tell your wife? What she said slut? Black and slut. Gone. I know she's gone. Why would you call her that? You're as much of a slut as she ever was. More so. She wasn't married. Do you see that picture in the mid, directly underneath Enjoy? Yeah. I just saw something black move behind it. I saw that man on the stairs, Kenny. I saw a man on the stairs. I thought it was somebody that... Yeah. I've just been up, Kenny. It's...
You brought it? Oh. We'll have one next time, Wayne.
It's ridiculous. There's something definitely behind that.
Did you hear that? I heard a key.
A piano key?
Yeah?
Yeah, no, so did I.
And I just literally heard a light
piano key. I know, I heard one before, and I was over there.
They probably didn't hear it because of the neck roll. But I definitely heard, just lightly.
A light key, I know, I heard it too. Jeez.
Do that again.
Wasn't Ted, was it?
So we can hear it.
Come on, Ted. If you can do a little Richard. Love to hear one.
It sounded like a faint piano key.
Yeah, no, that's what I got too.
Without a doubt. There's a ball moving up there.
Where?
There.
Where?
An orange one.
Where? Oh, hello. It's still moving. Kenny, there's an orange ball just moved across the floor here. Just there. Come on. If you move again, that'll be really impressive. Come on.
I
Come
heard a
on.
piano key there. I heard a piano key lightly there.
Again?
No,
It
just
was- yeah, over
before.
there.
I'm not sure if it would have picked up because Alan had the necromancer on.
Do it by itself again.
It was just a tiny little faint key.
You've got that before, didn't we? How is that then?
Play that again, please, so everyone can hear it.
Come on. That, do you remember we heard that in the middle of the floor?
We heard that one, yeah, definitely.
And that's where I saw that black thing behind the Spanish lady picture.
How could you do that?
It was very light, but I definitely heard it.
We heard it before.
We did.
Well, I can't. If there's no one up, it was clear as day. It wasn't faint. It was very.
No, it was like someone like you see the thing and then the door slammed. And there's no door open up there.
Doesn't make any sense. What? Go in, Kenny, go in. Can people walk past the window there, Kenny?
I doubt it. It's up high.
I can see your footprints under the door. Can you see, can you walk past the door, mate? Kenny? Kenny?
Gone quiet.
Oh, Jesus.
There's two little rooms at the corner there, but there's nothing in them. There's no doors out.
Not that I can see.
No, there's not. There isn't, is there?
No.
So what the hell? It was underneath the door, you could see like the...
I saw your footprints when you moved
That's
past
why
it.
I wanted to show you. It was like, I could see it underneath there.
I've seen this.
Oh, God. Don't, because I don't want them flying off there. This is just weird. It's weird. Nothing starts off like this, does it?
No.
Any of the ones up with...
But it was right from the, it was before we even, but like 15 minutes before we started.
And the piano player. And the figure up there.
What?
No, I'm saying, and the figure. So
The figure of the stairwell, that's clear as day.
what's that? Wait, let's just sit in there. I think we need to just sit and just...
Got the rods and everything to do yet, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got all kinds. We've not scratched the surface yet. We haven't done half the building.
I know. And how come the balls were going crazy at the start? Every single one of them. Now it's stopped.
No, nothing.
Well, the sound in the door was probably better because it was
The what?
unquestionable, really, what it was. It was definitely a person.
Well, there was no one there.
Well, maybe not a person, a thing.
And there's no way out.
I didn't even realise this was so haunted.
No, there's no monk going across there.
What was that?
Got like a child.
What was that? That sounded like it was upstairs.
I thought it was over there somewhere.
I
Did
heard
you
a
hear
bang.
it?
That was a lamp. Was that a lamp?
That's a what?
I don't know what that was. It sounded like a bit of glass.
That's what I thought, a lamp.
Bit of glass.
Well, it sounded like a bit of glass.
Was that one of the lamps?
I thought it was over there behind you.
Yeah, well, I thought it was a bit of glass or something.
What the hell? There's somebody in here.
That was up there. You'd see them, Kenny. But what was that over there?
It just sounded like a bit of glass or something. A clink or...
I heard, that's what I heard. But
only
what's
glasses
glass
and-
over there?
Only glasses up there. The lights.
Did you hear that, or is it just me?
It was when I said let's be quiet, as if things started.
Just feels like... Wow. Come on then. If there's anything here. But which lamp? Well, we've got CCTV just there, Kenny. Yeah.
I don't know what it was to get, that's the thing.
So if we catch something, we can double bubble it. Listen to this. No, we don't be. I feel a bit stressed by it, if I'm honest.
I do. I feel sick. I feel sick. The basement.
But Pigeon's story, we've got a story attached to it as well. Oh, dear.
It's time to split the stream anyway.
Is it really already? Cheapers. Right, everybody. Hey, hardly told you any of the main stories about this place that we're in. We know that there's been religious buildings on this site since about 780 AD, which is incredible. We know it used to be a plague hospital at a time when 1.7 million people died across Britain of the plague. 40% of the entire population of Great Britain died at that time. And the people here who are still trying to do as much good as they possibly can for people, and I'll give you a full rundown of everything they do a bit later on, they're still doing good works for people here. So nothing but respect for those that go the extra yard. How many did they fed? Something like
135 people the other day. And you know, normally when you come to one of the food banks and stuff, you've got a queue up. Not here, they sat them all down, table service, 3-course meal, all free, look after people.
Lovely.
They raise money selling clothes, furniture, anything they can do, and they just keep on raising money for such a brilliant cause. The people who work here.
But when...
Michael as well, Michael Osborne, who got with here.
I know, it was Michael that did it. Well done, Michael. Thank you. Yeah. Now, because the custodian, the lady who allowed us to come in here, she told you the actual ghost story. Now, she mentioned to you the monk that's seen during the day and at night, and we've heard noises up there, there's no question about it. What else did they say about it?
During the day, you've seen the monk floating, literally floating across there, back and forwards, during the day as well as night time. A little girl who, if you go up and go, she'll chuckle, she'll laugh, she'll giggle. They've seen her on the stairs, they've heard her on the stairs. Loads of people have seen her as well. Orbs.
Hang on. I've just got some noise from the staircase there.
Again.
Look under the door. Is there not a figure in the middle?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, don't know. They've got orbs on the CCTV in the cellar.
Right.
They hear noises all the time, voices, a lot of voices in here.
Yeah.
A lot of time you hear voices, even saying names and stuff and talking. So there's a lot of things that go on in here.
We have not even done the other side of this building yet. I'm going to definitely do the rods here. Oh God, I felt as if something just went in my eye there.
I've got that before. I've got that before.
Yeah.
Is that you two?
I just
I
heard a
dunno.
creaky noise.
I am walking, but
No, it was like a
Yeah.
rattling noise.
That's just odd.
I want to see this monk up there, like, I really do.
So do I. I want something to show. Unless I've seen it.
That could be it.
That wasn't a monk, mind.
No, but what you don't know.
you don't know. I mean, you didn't really.
They wear normal clothes as well, remember, don't they?
Baggy pants.
I wouldn't have thought so.
I
They might have wore different stuff back then.
Is any of them records from when you were like, it was like 1950?
50s.
I wonder. Do you think any of these songs, the records would be from then? I wouldn't have thought.
Well, they're vinyl. But there'd be 78s, there wouldn't be LPs. Oh, hang on, that's an old one. Oh, it's Motown. BBC records.
BBC. Hard rock always. The date on there.
Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Susie Quattro in the 70s.
There you go. So they're not 50s, though.
Oh, I like the way the back of them like that, mine.
So we need to split the stream.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
halfway through it.
Ah, sorry. So, we'd love you to stay with us. We are here for another batch of time to find out whatever, it's just Kenny, whatever we can from here. We've had voices, we've had a figure, we've had doors closing in a place where you can't even open the door to close it. We would love you to stay with us. What do they have to do, Tony?
There's a link in the video description on Facebook and YouTube, so just join either channel on Facebook or YouTube, and then part 2 will become available for you.
I thought you were across there.
I moved them over. That was me. We're going to go down. I'm going to place someone in the cellar. And to be honest, Kenny, I think I'll take your camera and I'll go down in the cellar. And what I'd like you to do with Tony is to go across to the other side of the building, go upstairs into the dark rooms.
Right.
You know, the stage rooms.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
That's great.
Is that all right, Tony?
Yeah, you need to
Just
give Kenny
do-
a mic.
Do something a bit different.
Right. Do you know how to put on?
I'm not putting it on. I'm
Oh,
going
you're just gonna carry it?
carry it.
Right, cool.